Oh, right. Yeah, you gotta have that sucks. You gotta have a scripted death with Seath. I forgot about that. I forgot how cool the crystal set looks. Alright. Cool. Alright, let's get killed by Seath. There's nothing I can do. I don't want to get cursed though. Good. There you go. Yeah, if you're gonna kill me. Don't curse me. Don't insult me. Oh, there's Big Hat. Well, howdy.
Hello again. What a chance meeting this is.
Mm-hmm.
Alas, I'm imprisoned once again. I don't suppose you could stage me a getaway.
I mean,
Archives. Such a storehouse of knowledge. So close, but just out of reach. The thought offends me so I could simply die.
hey, careful what you wish for.
You understand me? Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Hello again. What a chance. Alas, I'm imprisoned once again. The thought has...
Okay. So I just need the key. Right. So yeah, there's no other way in. I just need the key. I've yet to actually finish the OG Dark Souls games. I've started 1 and 3, but I'm not very great compared to Elden Ring. Dude, honestly, I mean, in my opinion, if you can, if you can get really good at Elden Ring, and then come back to the Soul series, or yeah, I mean, even if I say come back, but going back in time to the Soul series, even if it's your first time on the OG series, it's easy. It feels easier because the combat is so much more slow paced and methodical. That's how it feels to me. Maybe it's just my brain that has gotten used to the more fast-paced combat of Elden Ring and Sekiro and Nioh and all these other games that have come out since. But coming back to the OG series after all these years, it feels easier. It feels much easier to grasp than it did the first time I played through them. Where originally, it very much was that feeling of brutality, and you felt like you couldn't breathe because everything was just breathing down your neck constantly, and it was just unrelenting and punishing, and like all the memes basically. But now it feels so much more rhythmic, especially in comparison to Elden Ring, where there's so much more diversity. Like you're far more likely to have your own unique style of playing in Elden Ring compared to someone else. Whereas in the Souls series, you had a far smaller list of weapons, and so you had to play, and like the move set was like rolling and things like that was very methodical, and I don't know, it was easier, I felt, or it is now. Oh, really? How? but I don't. I guess that must have... I guess it tracks across all profiles. Huh, that was the only one that I was missing? Really? Weird. Alright. I mean, sure, I guess. Oh my god. Just trying to get back to Big Hat. That's all I want. I don't even want to buy shit from him. I just want to free him. Just because my OCD tells me to. Oh my god. I hate that crap. Mash this enemies kill you once you free him. Kill him once you... Oh yeah. Yeah, I had completely forgotten about that too. I'm glad you reminded me, because I would have forgotten. Yeah, also remember that if you buy all of his stuff, that's how he goes mad. And then after you beat Seath, he reappears in Seath's arena as a red phantom. And you have to kill him. Which is oddly kind of worth it, because then isn't, if I remember correctly, that's how you get crystal homing soul mass, right? That's how you get that. You dick! Oh, I hate him. Now come on, I know you're gonna follow me. Oh. No! What did you... Oh, you motherfucker. You sneaky son of a bitch behind me. Honestly, I wished you didn't go mad. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Big Hat Logan's a Chad. Yeah, he's one of the coolest characters, like, right up there with Solaire. Yeah. I do, like, looking back on it, I feel like they kind of dicked Sigmire in this one. Just his, like, with how they ended things, I feel like they could have fleshed out his story a little bit longer. You know, if that makes sense. Because reading through, I felt like his quest was a little bit longer. I mean, it spans the whole game in Dark Souls 1, but it ends in kind of a flat way, or I guess more of a depressing way, I guess would be a better way of putting it. Whereas in, is it 2 or 3? Where he, if he survives through the whole game, he'll end up fighting with you for, the, Yorm the Giant fight. Motherfucker. But it's also not the same guy. It's not Sigmire, it's, Sigurd. It's like his descendants, you know, but it's basically him. I think they really nailed his storyline in the third one. Oh, no! Oh my god. Alright. No more fucking around. I get past all these guys. I just died. Sad Legacy in the Dark Soul universe is the only one there is for... I mean, you're not wrong. Yeah, I mean, the sad reality is that the majority of the coolest characters have the saddest endings, you know? It is true. Big Hat Logan, Sigmire, Sigurd, all of them. They all end in like the most depressing ways.
Oh, thank you very much. I'm saved.
No
That
problem.
makes twice. I must be sure to repay you. I will visit the archives. If I discover any new spells, I shall share them with you.
Yeah, well.
Prepare to be impressed by the onward march of sorcery.
Mm-hmm.
Hello. I'll head out soon.
Which he wouldn't sell anything to me in the first place because my intelligence was too low because I spec'd everything into strength and dex and endurance. So I don't think we'll really have to worry about him going mad. I'm not really focused on spells this run. Oh, yeah.
Hello there. I was expecting you.
Mm-hmm.
This place is truly magnificent. More than expected, even. As promised, I shall share the new sorceries with you.
Will you, though?
The secret of Seath's immortality.
Oh, you actually will sell me stuff. Okay, well, I stand corrected. 36 intelligence, man. I mean, the crystal stuff. Oh no, okay, so he has homing crystal soul mass. Okay, again, I stand corrected. 50,000. Son of a bitch. 44. Ugh. That's 80k just between those two. Good God. Ugh. Yeah, and you gotta buy everything from him before he goes crazy. Of course, I mean, if you've dropped, what? Let's see. That would be 183,000 souls. Jesus Christ.
Ah, if you have fought him and were imprisoned, you must know that Seath is a true undead, different from ourselves. His wounds close promptly, and no mortal blow affects him, granting true insulation from death. His wounds close promptly, and no mortal blow affects him, granting true insulation from death. It is an effect of the primordial crystal, a sacred treasure pillaged by Seath when he turned upon the ancient dragons. So only by destroying the primordial crystal can you so much as scratch his hide. And it so happens the primordial crystal is in the inner garden of these very archives,
Mm-hmm.
the Crystal Forest.
Okay. Wow. It's much stronger. Oh, nice.
It was you who rescued me. Why, thank you. I am Zealand of Katerina. I don't know how I ended up in that crystal. It wasn't terrible in there, but I could hardly move. I must think of some way to repay you.
Ah, no worries.
Oh, have you seen my father?
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't miss him. A suit of armor just like mine.
Mm-hmm.
Thank goodness. I knew he was here somewhere. Well then, now I must find him. Thanks again, truly. Oh, so just stay put and keep out of trouble.
Well, don't hold your breath. I love the crystal caves. Uh-huh. You don't say. Oh. Just really hope it didn't swing again. I really didn't want to get hit by that. That uppercut, if you get hit by that uppercut, it's, man, it ain't pretty. Ain't purty. Yeah. Yeah, and I can see it over there too, and man, I almost never go for it either. Because of how much of a pain in the ass it is. Like, there's a lot of ways I could go, you know. Yep, see? Oh, man. Wow. Okay. Oh, I see it now. Yeah. Took me a second for I had to kind of squint. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I gotcha. Been a minute since I've done this. I used to know this place inside and out. Ugh. Goody. Yeah, getting his tail off is a pain in the ass. I do remember. Oh man, I gotta do this. Holy shit. Beautiful, yes. Fantastic. First real try. Easy. And got his tail. Super easy. Very nice. Looks like a giant finger. Just severed. Or something else. We all know what. It's alright. Wake up, bud.
Oh, excuse me, I was so absorbed in thought I just drifted away.
No.
Must be the warmth. Well, what's on your mind? No, don't tell me. Those monsters making life difficult for you? You need not be ashamed. We're all in the same boat, you know. I really have run up quite a debt to you.
No.
The time has come.
See, it's that point in my life where I got so overly exhausted and overwhelmed by people because someone who doesn't stand out from the rest like most. It's been a tough obstacle course that I just reverted back to my former self being a teenager where I wanted no motivation or sense of continuation doing anything physically. Dude, honestly, that's that's not that's very common. And I think most people actually fall into the category that you're speaking of. Like, most people don't stand out. You know, I think most people have to make a conscious effort to stand out and fail because they're trying so hard to stand out that they end up, you know, acting like someone else that they know of who does stand out. So they end up just emulating or copying somebody else. Like, they don't actually stand out. They're just trying their best to be or act like somebody that they know of who does stand out. But that's not actually standing out. That's not being unique. You know? Which is a normal thing. You know, to truly stand out and truly be unique is it's a pretty rare thing, especially in this day and age. So by no means should you discredit yourself or discount yourself. You know, never been socially active or physical growing up, and even to this day I briefly showcase myself out there, but I feel that my presence isn't uniquely organic or even appropriate. And again, I mean, I think that's pretty typical for a lot of people. You know, it's a form of social anxiety. Thankfully, I don't think it would be considered one of the more extreme versions of social anxiety, but it's you could absolutely consider it a type of social anxiety. And I don't really necessarily look at it as something to be frowned upon or, you know, to chastise yourself for. It's a like I said, it's an extremely common thing. You know, just do the best you can at whatever it is that you're doing, and, you know, move forward. You know, that's not to say that you should like give up or anything like that. I just mean to not beat yourself up over things that you don't necessarily have control over. You know, it's I had to make peace with a lot of these things a long time ago. I was like, you know, I look and act and probably say a lot of things that most people out there aren't gonna agree with or, you know, be okay with. But it's, hey, I mean, that's me. Anxiety does run in my family, thankfully, at least on mine. And naturally speaking, it's not severely horrible. It's just I wasn't accustomed to doing things realistically speaking, whether it be manageable skills, life cues, relationship building, etc. It's like my whole persona just fell down the darkest, most pitch black holes known to man. Well, and you know, I think that's a pretty common thing that happens to a lot of people, especially depending on like your age and and especially dependent upon, you know, from person to person of what it happens to be that you're going through at that time in your life. It's not difficult for you or anyone else to fall down a hole of like depression or anxiety or stress or things like that, and then end up feeling like there's, you know, no way out, or there's no way to undo the things that got you there, or the things that you've already done to to get you in this situation, to kind of proverbially like go back and become the person that you do want to be, like your ideal self. But there always is. There absolutely always is. Believe me, I'm a living testament to that. If I wasn't, then I would have been dead. God, I would have been dead back in like 2007, 2008. Like I would have died at the age of like 17, 18 years old. If going back and bettering yourself, or choosing to take a better path even when you're at your absolute lowest, doing some of the worst shit for your body imaginable and your mind imaginable, wasn't still possible to like fix these things. If that wasn't possible, I'd have been dead years ago, like 15 years ago. But it is possible. It is possible to still, you know, like fix these things. If you want to look at it from the perspective of like fixing something about yourself that needs to be, you know, quote, fixed. It is possible. It's just, it boils down to how much time and effort do you want to dedicate to that? How much effort are you willing to put in? How much time are you willing to dedicate to it? How serious are you? Even the therapist I've seen years ago told me specifically that I was diagnosed with depression, when clearly that wasn't the most accurate statement when I tried to get my sense of normalcy to be healthier and sturdier. Yeah, and this is the thing. A lot of people look at therapists, but in particular the therapist that they happen to have at that time, as what that person is telling them as the end all be all. Like if the therapist that you happen to have at the time tells you that what's going on in your life or what's happened to you is unfixable, or that you'll never be able to like do this or that, or things are going to permanently be this way, then they take their word for it. They take therapists' words as fact. And you got to remember that therapists are people just like you and me. they are just as capable of being wrong as you and me. They're just as capable of fucking up and being wrong as you and me. Dude, you know how many really shit therapists I went through in my late teens and early 20s before I finally found a therapist that was good, that was actually a good therapist, like just an objectively good therapist, to where they were willing to sit down with me for like multiple hours a day, every day, and not either blow smoke up my ass and just agree with everything I said, or be one of those stereotypical therapists that is so horribly obnoxious and just ask you like everything, like clap back with, how does that make you feel? One of those types of therapists, you know, or in your case, being one of the therapists that's just like, you're fucked, like there's nothing you can do, you know. It where I was finally able to find a therapist that was willing to sit down with me and actually actively try and help, rather than just kind of sit there in the corner and just basically be like my trauma dump, which on a certain level is good, because it's nice to be able to you know, just kind of unload all of your issues onto somebody else. But it's even better when they're willing to take all of that information and actually utilize it and help you with everything that all the information that you've given them, you know. Just like doctors, just because they're licensed and trained doesn't mean they're always 100% correct naturally. Right, yeah. Sometimes when people go to therapy several times a week or 1 to 2 days a month, the person I saw at the time was more of a psychologist than an actual behaviorist. Right. Yeah, and that's the thing that you do have to kind of keep in mind, is that, like, you should never, like, it is kind of one of these catch-22 things, because you want to trust them. Like, much like with doctors, you want to trust them. Like, if they're in that kind of position where it's like, I want to be able to take your word for it. Like, you're you're one of these few individuals in the world who is in a medical field where I'm telling you all these things because I need your help, because I want your genuine, honest input and feedback so that I can maybe better myself. And so when they give you either feedback that you don't like, or they tell you something that you know is wrong, it becomes very disheartening. Now, that's not to say that, like, a therapist telling you something that you don't want to hear isn't the right thing, because being told what you don't want to hear can be a good thing. Like, because there's a lot of people out there, there are a lot of people, myself included, who you need to be told the hard truth with no sugarcoating, and that can be really tough for a lot of people. You know, they don't want that. They think they want it, but when they actually get the really hard, unfiltered truth, they can't handle it. And so they go looking for someone who is closer to like a yes man, who will just tell them what they want to hear, and so they can go on about their lives. They're not actually looking for help. Like, so there is this kind of weird line that you have to mentally balance on, where you have to personally know that you're looking for the hard, painful truth of your own situation, but you also have to be ready for the fact that what they're telling you may not be right, either objectively or subjectively for your situation. You know, it is this weird thing where you have to be very scrutinous towards, particularly therapists. So this particular argument pertains to therapists, but it can absolutely apply to doctors as well. because just as much, if not more, trust is placed in doctors for obvious reasons, because you know it's your life, not just your mental well-being, but your literal life that you're placing in their hands. So it is kind of one of those situations where if you're okay with getting the hard, cold, unfiltered truth, then you have to be prepared for that. But there's also that other side of the coin in the back of your head where you have to remember this person is still a human and they are still capable of being wrong. So if they tell me something that I know for a fact is wrong, I have to not let that accidentally squeak through my bullshit filter. You know? So it's like I'm fine with being told really hard pills to swallow, hard truths and things like that I probably don't want to hear. But at the same time, if a therapist or something like that tells me something that I just know for a fact isn't true, I'm going to call them out on it, being like, no, like that's not how it is. Like you've got this twisted. Like let me try and explain it better for you. You know, it is one of those kinds of situations. Became the most horrendous experience I've had in a very long time. Even the way they interpreted words and saying vocabularies that are Microsoft level. I was not entirely grateful to get that assistance, and truth be told, I regret going to therapy not once but twice after I moved back to the Pacific Northwest. But even then, I don't trust people's coping skills and ways of actually trying to screw me in the head. Well, and then there's that too. You know, so it is this kind of odd mental balancing act that you have to kind of go through with therapists and yourself, you know. So it's like, how much brutal truth do you want, coupled with being able to juggle like filtering through the bullshit of what this person may or may not be telling you, you know. Because you got to remember, with therapists, at the end of the day, they charge by the hour. You know? It's like they're getting paid no matter what. Like, and a good therapist won't look at it that way. They're going to tell you exactly what they think, regardless of your feelings, no matter how long you've been a patient. Whether you're a brand spanking new patient or you've been a patient with them for years, they're going to tell you exactly what they think of your situation, period. And they're not going to look at you as just some, you know, money printing machine, just like another customer, basically. They're not going to look at you like that. Whereas a shitty therapist they will do that. They'll tell you anything you want to hear, regardless of whether it's true or not, just to keep you there longer. Because, like I said, they get paid no matter what. So it is one of those things. Finding a good therapist is difficult. It is very difficult. And I went through like 4 or 5 before I finally found a good one, back when I was in my late teens and early 20s. And when you do find a good one, you can tell quick. You can tell very quickly, especially when you've had a few shitty ones. You can tell the difference very quickly that, okay, this is a good therapist. This person knows what they're doing. They clearly give a shit, and you know, they're not just in this for, you know, just another customer's paycheck. You know, they're not just doing this because I'm another customer. So my heart absolutely does go out to you. Because I've been down that road more than once. And it's exhausting. It really is. Like, unironically.
Friend, I have an idea. A good one, really. I will rush those dire fiends, and you can slip away in the confusion. Please, friend. I owe you much more than this. By the honor of the Knights of Katarina, allow me to assist you. And now, I go. Don't be slow.
Oh dear. Nice. And to make sure he survived. Aw.
But you, well,
Nice.
saved me once again.
Alright, hold on.
I'm exhausted.
You gonna sleep in this poison?
So
Bro.
don't you worry. The ground below me is my pillow. I'll recover.
Hey, when in Rome, I suppose. Okay. Okay. Sure. I think he then appears in Ash Lake. Alright, hold on a second. Let me get out of here real quick. First person I've experienced going into these sessions, it was someone who wasn't from America, but they've been in the practice for years, and I was trying my hardest to be more modest and truthful, but I wasn't really comfortable emotionally about how I was catching their body language. And the second person was similar to what I stated above from being a specialist, but that person tried prescribing medications for depression, and it made me feel shit entirely. Yeah, and that can happen. They can be. I've noticed that too. A lot of times they can be the type of person who will either try and listen to you to try and help you through talking, or they will try and prescribe you stuff to just try and fix you. You know what I mean? They'll a lot of times see it as something that can just be medicated away. And you know, realistically, depending on the situation, from person to person, the antidepressants thing and thing like that can work. I mean, it can work depending on who you are and what kind of situation you're going through and what you're dealing with. I mean, it absolutely can be a viable option, but for a lot of people it doesn't. And in said situations, you don't want a therapist like that who's just going to try and write you a prescription and, you know, shoo you out the door. You want someone who's going to be willing to talk to you and actually help you through these things, rather than just write you a prescription and be like, all right, off you go, you know? Because like you said, in many cases, the prescriptions aren't going to be right for you, and they're going to make you feel terrible, you know, because they haven't, you know, they don't know you well enough to know exactly what to prescribe, or even more specifically, that the prescription medication like antidepressants and things like that just aren't what you need. So it makes you feel terrible. They have the opposite effect on you. So what you do need is someone who's just willing to listen and talk through the issues and whatever it is that you're happen to be dealing with. So it can be a huge toss-up on the kind of therapist you end up getting, and it can be a real crapshoot. It can be really disheartening to have to go from therapist to therapist to therapist, trying to find that one right person that kind of fits, and not knowing beforehand whether or not this person's going to be someone who gives a fuck or someone who doesn't. So, because it's a lengthy process, and you know, the person, you've got to put time and effort into that whole thing, because you kind of have to look at it as like a relationship, a weird quasi relationship, where you have to get to know that person. You have to get to know, or they have to at least get to know you, in the sense of you're telling them all of these things that's going on in your life, so they have to get a pretty good understanding of what's happening in your life to be able to help you. And so not knowing, going into the situation, what kind of therapist they're going to be, whether or not they're going to give a shit, can be very disheartening and very discouraging, very deflating. And so it requires an enormous amount of patience that a lot of people just don't have, or don't want to put the time and effort into, or money. And it's a real crapshoot, because you would think and hope that the people going into that profession, going into a therapist profession, would be more aware of the amount of power that they wield over their patients. But clearly they don't, or they don't care. And that's a whole other shit show, which deters even more people from seeking therapy when they could genuinely benefit from it, assuming that they end up with the right therapist. Because if you do find a good therapist, it can be a truly an unironically life-changing experience. It can completely pull a 180 on your life if you get a legitimately good therapist who's willing to sit down and help you for as long as you need, for days, weeks, months, years, however long it takes. And finding that one person who's willing to do that is difficult. And I've been down that road many times, and it can be a pain in the ass. It genuinely can. Yeah. And man, like I said, my heart goes out to you. But I have faith in you. I do. I have faith in you. I think you can do it. Don't let it get the better of you, man. Because in my experience, it's better to keep trying and eventually succeed and come out on the other end knowing that you succeeded than giving up. If that makes any sense. Even if it takes weeks, months, years, it's better to continue trying over and over again than just throwing your hands up in defeat. It's so much better. I don't know, perhaps that sounds cheesy, but I mean, that's how I've always looked at it. I mean, and here's the thing too, is that I think that it does wonders for your own personal sense of perseverance and patience when you make the conscious choice to not give up and you continue onwards trying rather than just letting something defeat you.
Well, hello, I have finally located my garden. All of your help was invaluable to us. Thank you so much. I was finally able to pass on my mother's last words. My father. He went
Ah.
time with him. Don't worry. Just the way he is. Undead or no. Sort of reassuring, really. To go hollow. I just have to find him again. My father. All hollow now. As soon as he did,
Oh,
he will cause no more trouble.
wasn't any trouble.
Over. I will return to his room. You assist me quickly. I can hardly return the favor, but please accept this. It's of no use to me now.
Oh. Poor Sigmar.
Dear father.
Rest in peace, Sigmar. Bruh. Bruh. Ooh, okay. Overwhelmed. Fantastic. Okay. Yeah, there we go. It's just like with the bird. You gotta wait. And look at that beautiful face. Gary Busey's doing us proud. Wait a minute. Oh, this takes me to this takes me to Nito's chamber. Yep. Yep. Right. Yeah. Whoops. Oh, how did I've never gotten that before? Wow. Wow. Okay. Yeah, it's better than I remember it being. Its scaling is terrible, but you know. Looks super cool though. It's one of the coolest looking weapons in the game. Oh yeah. Yeah, and it's surprisingly quick for 10 pounds. I mean, shit. I mean, okay, so cool that I came here and got that, but was not the way that I needed to go. Excellent. Yeah. Thanks, bud.
Be gone with you.
Oh.
Spoil my focus.
Well, how just grimy and gritty and just terrible the recording for his voice acting is. It adds a certain kind of charm to it. I'm glad they didn't even attempt to fix it or re-record his lines in the remastered version. Oh, okay. Yep. Let's write it up. Alright. I do remember this place being very dangerous. Particularly because you need to keep Vamos alive while worrying about those pinwheel skeletons. Oh, that's so sad. I forgot they can... Ah, man, I forgot how bad that is. How bad that stun lock is. That's just sad. Jesus. Alright. We'll do pinwheel. Okay, that didn't hurt near as much as I thought it would. Easy first try. Can't get me that easily. Come on now. Look at that magnificent face, man. How could you not love a face like that? Dude, and it's the scary part is that it actually resembles Gary Busey. You know, that's the truly terrifying part. Oh. Ooh. Oh, ooh. I thought I was out of its hitbox. Alright, fair enough. That's sad. Maybe just further down. Yeah, because there's patches.
Good day. You look reasonably sane.
Uh-huh.
What are you doing in the catacombs? Are you a cleric or something? Treasure. Right down that hole.
Mhm.
I found it first. But, well, we're friends now. I'll split it with you. In any case,
Of course.
have a look. It'll shimmer you blind.
Uh-huh. Right. I know, man. Let's get this over with.
There.
Yep. Oh. Dude, ice cream sounds so good right now. Oh my god.
This is what I do, my friend. The trinkets I'll be stripping off your corpse, that's the real treasure.
Come on now, Patches, play nice. We gotta be that way. Whoa, no. There's one. Oh, not quick enough. Sorry, bud. You hate to see it. There you are. Yeah, I killed your friends because they were assholes. You know, hope that's okay. Oh my god, I've got an eyelash in my ow.
You banished those two hollows, did you?
Mm-hmm.
Pains me to think of the trouble my failings have caused. I am certain that both Vince and Nico are grateful to you.
I'm certain
Thank you
they're
so
grateful for
very
me kicking their
much.
ass too.
Here, these belonged to them. You deserve them more than I.
Oh.
Oh, you. Well, let's just calm down. Talk about things. I did you wrong, but I didn't mean it.
No, of course not.
Temptation.
Every other time you didn't mean it across every game ever.
You know what I mean, don't you? Please, forgive me. You and me, we're jolly undead outcasts, aren't we?
Oh yeah, of course.
Oh, brilliant. A second chance.
Sure.
Wonderful. Ooh. Who knows what I'd have done. But now we're friends again. Eh?
Bastard. Oh. Chunky peanut butter or creamy? Chunky, absolutely. Easy. No contest. That's an easy one. And I'll be honest, I never really cared or gave it much consideration until like 10 years ago. And I finally just decided one day I had a craving for peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, so I went to Walmart and was looking through all the different, you know, kinds of peanut butter you can get, and I had just decided that I would get chunky, and I loved it so much more. I was just like, all right, this is what I'm getting from now on. You fucking damn right, nuts in my mouth. Mm-hmm. Don't I get invaded here? Yeah, yeah. I was right. Leroy Jenkins. What? That how did that miss? Mine missed. Wow. Okay. Touche. Touche. What bugged me so much and always kept me on edge about this, about Tomb of the Giants, was how dark it is. If you don't have, like, what I've got here, like the sunlight maggot, or something to give you some source of light, navigating this place can be a nightmare. Especially dealing with the large skeletons. This place can just feel like an honest death trap. But again, it's another situation of once you figure out where these enemies are placed and the fact that they have a really close proximity aggro radius, you can navigate the entire area in pretty much pitch darkness and get respectably close to a lot of these guys without them ever actually attacking you. It's really cool. It's really smart. It's super easy to get turned around in this area. But even if you don't have a light source, like, you can navigate purely off of this little amount of light and their eyes. And for a while, when the game first came out, I had kind of memorized all of their placements. Because you can get really close to these fuckers and not have to worry. But you do want to be careful, obviously. Come on, buddy. Come on, Leroy. Sorry, Leroy. Nothing personal. 25. That's a very specific amount of souls. Okay. Gotta love that guaranteed fall damage. I do think Grave Lord Nito is the coolest looking boss from the original set of Dark Souls 1 bosses. Other than that, it's easily either Artorias or Manus. Damn, I can never time that quite right. Okay, get rid of you first. Alright. Oh, you dick. Alright, stay good. Okay. Okay. Good stuff. Oh, damn. I tried to roll back towards him, but I didn't time it quite right. Oh. Whoa, whoa. Oh my. Okay. Well, shit. I wasn't expecting that. Alright. Okay, okay. Good stuff, good stuff. Okay, okay. Alright. I know there's one more, but... Cool, cool. Good stuff, good stuff. Ooh. Nope, 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 nope. Ooh. Dead boy. Let's go. Very nice. Beautiful. Excellent. Whoa. Nope, damn it. Tried to heal. Oh dear. God damn it. Apparently, yeah, Gorguts is working on something new. But supposedly it's going to be more along the lines of their older stuff. Like, Considered Dead. Like their OG stuff. Supposedly. I don't know how true that is, but it's just rumors. I do know they're working on a new album, though. That much is absolutely true. But as to what it's going to sound like, it's just rumors. Yeah, I mean, I'm all for it no matter what. A new Gorguts album is good no matter what. I don't care. I'm happy either way. If they do another one that sounds like similar to or expands upon like Colored Sands or Pleiades Dust, or if they do one that sounds like their old school stuff, either way I'm happy. Eternal's working on something new too. The last couple albums have been some of their best in a long time. It's true. I'm actually surprised to hear that they're working on new stuff, considering how busy Eric's been with Cannibal Corpse. But I mean, again, it's a situation where you're not gonna hear me complain. Hate Eternal's one of my favorite bands. Eric Rutan's a fucking incredible person. He's one of the nicest people.
Well, this is a surprise. I get few visitors, save for ghosts. You have the Lord Vessel. Very impressive. I know exactly what your intentions are. You seek the four kings whom I guard over. This is the key to the seal.
Smart man. Smart man.
The four kings slumber in the deepest chamber of the ruins. Use this key to break the seal and open the floodgates.
And we drain it. Excellent. It's a huge shortcut too. Ooh. What was I Ooh. Oh, it made it to where I couldn't roll. Cause I was like, it was acting like I was overburdened. Well, I didn't expect them all to fire off like that. Jesus. Wow. I remember this part fucking me up quite a few times. Coming through here on my first playthrough. Damn. Yeah, that's rough. Ooh. Couldn't see. Cool. Whoa! Wow, that track's hard. Okay. Oh, okay. Wow. Goodness. Goodness gracious. That track's way harder than I thought. Ugh. Oh my god. Okay. Wow. Jeez. I may have to approach this differently. We'll see how much of a difference it makes. No, oh, I'm dead. I'm dead. Yes, super dead. Ah, man. Oh. Okay, okay. Alright, alright, alright. Where you at? There you are. Beautiful. Beautiful. You love to see it. Fantastic. Glorious. What? Alright, so from here, I think we can just go straight to Artorias. Cool. I'm talking about some major whiplash. Holy shit. We'll see how it goes. Beautiful. Been a while, bud. Okay. Wow. Instant poison. My goodness. Okay. Noted. Ooh. Alright. Alright. I see you. Oh! Nope. Oh, that's so sad. One more. Beautiful first try. Let's go. Amazing. Truly, truly flawless. Alright. Moving on.
Well, look at this one. From what faraway age hast thou come? Thy scent is very human indeed, but not
Well.
intolerable.
Oh, well, come on. I'll try.
Princess Dusk's savior. Thine aura is precisely as she described. I thank thee deeply for rescuing Her Highness.
Oh, yeah, no worries.
Princess Dusk is here no longer,
Oh.
snatched away by that horrifying primeval human. And so I must ask, couldst thou once more play the savior?
Of course.
Thank you.
Well, might as well.
I am Elizabeth, guardian of this sanctuary, something of a godmother to Princess Dusk. I shall assist thee to my utmost, for I am one with the sorceries of Ursil.
Well, that's all fine and good, but can't. Oh, you can't. I was gonna ask if she could reinforce my Estus, but she can't.
Thou shalt see further on, an abyss was begat of the ancient beast, and threatens to swallow the whole of Ursil. Knight Artorias came to stop this, but such a hero has nary a murmur of dark. Without doubt he will be swallowed by the abyss, overcome by its utter blackness. Indeed,
You know.
the abyss may be unstoppable. Still, I have faith that Princess Dusk may be rescued yet.
Well, something tells me
May
you're
the flames guide thee.
you're gonna be a little upset when you hear about what happened to old Artie. Hey, bud. Long time no see. Don't worry, we'll be seeing each other again soon. It's gonna be fun. Oh, quit it. Damn it. That's so sad. believe. I think. Maybe. That's so sad. Freshwater, yeah. We've just been fishing in our farm's ponds. We've been wanting to go out to Smith Lake, which is like the largest lake in Alabama, and get some fishing done. But I've always wanted to go saltwater fishing. I think that'd be really fun. Get much bigger fish that way. But I also have zero experience with it, but still, I mean, it's still fishing. It's still going to be fun. I mean, if you're into, fishing at all. But we've mostly been doing it because I have a decent amount of experience fishing just from growing up on a farm and my family being obsessed with fishing. And so Jacob had never been fishing ever until like about 2 weeks ago. And when he mentioned that to me, I was like, wait, you serious? He was like, yeah, I've never caught a fish ever. Never been fishing. He's like, I've always wanted to, but just never got around to it. And I was like, okay, we're going fishing, and we're gonna get you, we're gonna catch you a fish. And he was like, hell yeah. So just over the past 2 weeks, just been teaching him how to fish and shit like that. And he's been loving it. I'm an avid fisher too, so you say his favorite species is thus far. I mean, like I said, I only really have experience with freshwater, but out of that, I would say probably either, I don't know, catfish are really fun. They can be really fun to catch, but carp are also really interesting. Like most of what's down here in this area, like around Alabama, is large and smallmouth bass, brim or bluegill, catfish if I didn't say that, and then like carp and like one or two others. There's not too terribly many around. Like we don't really, I think there's some places around here where you can catch trout, but for the most part it's stuff like large and smallmouth bass, catfish, brim. But I've always wanted to go fishing for stuff like carp and trout and things like that. I think it'd be cool. And then also try out saltwater fishing, because that'd be nice too. Catfish is not an experience I've had yet. Ah, really? Interesting. Love bass fishing. We got northern pike up here. Nice. I've always wanted to catch a pike. They get huge. It's gonna be my favorite. They put up real good fight. That's what I've heard, yeah. And those suckers get massive too. And catfish can put up a really big fight, and they can get huge as well. Also only caught a handful of carp, but they can be really fun. Yeah, we've got at least one massive carp in one of our ponds, because there's 2 ponds on this farm. One's over by my grandmother's and the other's over by my uncle's house, on like 2 opposite ends of the farm. But they're respectably sized ponds, they're small, but they're not tiny. And each pond has also like a respectable number of fish in each one. But it's mostly stuff like catfish, smallmouth, and largemouth bass, and then bluegill or brim. And that's pretty much it. But in the other pond over by my uncle's, on the far end of the farm, there's at least one, I think 2 or 3 massive carp that are in there. And you can see them from the top of the water, like looking down. They'll occasionally swim up to the surface, and you'll see them, and they'll be like 3.5, 4 feet long, and be just like this massive black shadow in the water. You're just like, Jesus Christ, that's a big boy, you know? So I've been trying to catch one of them, but no luck yet. First.
Let me guess. Snatched by a shadowy limb and dragged off to the past?
Yup.
Yes, of course. Exactly what happened to me. We are both strangers in this strange land. But at least now there are two of us.
Dude looks like he's yanked straight out of Bloodborne. Let's go say hi to old Artie. He's such a cool boss, man. It's such a good fight. Man, it's so good. Hi, bud. Man, it's a little harder than I remember. Wow, the sword is shorter than I think it is. Mine, I mean. Ooh, early. I was way too early on that. Ah, you ass. Ooh. Yeah. Nope. Ooh. Oh my goodness, yeah, that hurts. Alright. Okay. Ooh. Oh, got you. Come on. First try, maybe? Oh, I canceled him out of it. Beautiful. I should have done that the first time. That's cool. Couldn't quite remember if I could, but I decided to risk it. And it was worth it. I really need to heal. Yep, come on. Nope. Yep, I knew I shouldn't. I jinxed myself. Yep. Lesson learned. That does not do near as much as I had hoped. Alright, well, I landed 2 of the 4. Oh, wow, I've tried to roll. Oh my god. Wow, I was pressing roll and I did not roll. What the fuck? Okay. Ah, alright. 3 out of 4s. Acceptable, I suppose. Oh, I missed. Really? Oh my god. Oh, okay. Alright. Okay, alright, good stuff, good stuff. Come on. Oh, yep, early. Too early. Heal. Alright. Okay. Alright, alright. Shit. He'll get it this time. Yeah. Nope. Oh, we did it twice. Oh, I was wondering when. All right. Yeah, come on. All right. Oh, okay. Yep. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Oh, I missed. Ooh. Oh, let's go. What was that, 3 tries? Not bad. Not bad. Love that fight. Such a magnificent boss. God. So memorable. I'll say bonus for last. Feels more appropriate. What's up?
A visitor, have we? Thou must be the one who freed Artorias.
The very same.
Friend he was. Thanks to thee, he left this world with honor intact. And here I am, retired and blind. Of little help to thee, I'm afraid.
Nonsense.
If thou seeketh to explore this domain, be wary of a black dragon.
Oh, I know.
I fear thee no match for this terrible beast.
Nah.
There's very little to be said. What good is a dog with no hairs to hunt? But I'm lucky to be alive, I suppose.
Oh boy. No. Thank you. Oh. Okay, well, never mind. Holy shit. No wonder. That's egregious to say the least. Okay. Holy damn. That covers the entire arena. Yeah, no wonder everybody opts for getting Goff to shoot him in the wing. It would be hell to fight him otherwise. No, what do it? No, quit it. I'm back.
Tomorrow, is the black dragon posing me duress?
A bit.
Yes, I thought as much. He's called Calamite. Ferocious dragon indeed. Even mighty Anna Londa dared not provoke his ire.
Can't imagine why.
No good coming from this, but my intent is to persevere to the bitter end.
It's kind of the idea, you know.
Good. What is bravery without a dash of recklessness?
That's the spirit.
I've taken a liking to thee, and I owe thee much for thy service to Artorias. Now, watch, and see how Goff hunts dragon.
Do it, Goff. Show him who's boss. Motherfucker can do this shit blind. You know he's a badass. Damn right, buddy.
Yes. A truer shot was never loosed.
Damn right.
That bat will be grounded for a good spell. The rest is in thine hands. I await good tidings.
Oh yeah.
Dragon slaying. Knighthood's highest calling.
Hell yeah, bud.
Dragons, we knights fought valiantly. But for every one of them, we lost 80 of our own.
Damn.
Exhilaration, pride, hatred, rage. The dragons teased out our dearest emotions. Thou will understand one day. At that twilight, old thoughts return in great waves of nostalgia.
Nostalgia's a hell of a drug, man.
I suspect thou hast taken a gander at him, but the dark of the abyss, which swallowed poor Artorias, threatens to devour our entire land of Ulasil. It seems that this dire fate is unavoidable, but
Oh no.
seduced by a dark serpent or no, they awoke that thing themselves and drove it mad. One's demise is always one's own making.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I mean, hey, yeah.
If thine wish is to succeed poor Artorias and challenge the spread of the dark, then thou must face Manus, father of the abyss. The dark emanates from Manus himself. Even if this land shall expire, thou may be able to prevent further corrosion.
We'll work on that.
So, one day the flames will fade, and only dark will remain, and even a legend such as thyself can do nothing to stop that.
Yeah, it is what it is, man. You gotta make peace with it. I don't think fire no, it doesn't. Okay, noted. Ooh. Whoa! Okay. That was terrible. I did terrible. Okay, so don't use fire. Fire ain't gonna do jack shit to him. Boy, oh boy. Okay. Noted. Ooh. Okay. Wow. Didn't even get a single hit. Good God. Ooh. Yep. Wow. Okay. All right. Goodness. Oh, I was good. Oh, man, it barely nicked me. Ugh. Oh, damn, even running. Man. Okay. Ugh. Alright. No! Oh, you fucker. You son of a bitch. That helps a little. Oh, but not enough. Man, it's not. His attacks are gonna do so much. Oh, that's sad. Oh, 50, 60. That's honestly, that's about right. Yeah, so I've been backtracking, getting old mini bosses I never took out for the runes. Nice. But yeah, level 50 to 60 is about right for being in Landell. But even then, like, investing into endurance so you can quick roll with heavier equipment's more of just a, you know, more of like an optional thing. Like, you know, it's nice to have if you want it, but not necessary. That's pretty much what I did this run. I invested the majority of my points into endurance instead of anything else. Let's see. Yeah, because I just wanted to be able to not pat roll with heavy equipment. Oh man, don't be that way. The irony, of course, being that I've pretty much not used any heavy armor until, like, now. So I've gone through, like, 90% of the game with light armor. So all of those stats being invested into endurance have really not helped me any. But hey, you know, it's nice that they're there. Oh god. Oh no. I'll go ahead and heal just to be safe. No. Oh, got you. Eat it. Eat my dick. And balls at the same time. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Hi, Goff.
Why, thou hast defeated Calamite? Wondrously played.
Wonders played.
Oh, Gwyn's blessing upon me.
Oh, me and Gwen are gonna have words later.
Will never take to the skies again.
Cool. Hey, bud. I know, buddy. Let's do it. Let's run it. This is such a brutal fight. God. Yeah, Big Daddy Manus. Ooh. Tricked me. Oops. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh. Oh god. Okay. Didn't expect that. I didn't even get a single hit on him. Oh. Damn. Wow. Thanks, Sif. Super helpful there. Really appreciate it. Ugh. Oh my god. Yeah, he just comboed me into nothingness. Good boy. Ugh. Oh! Christ, man. I'm gonna start my intel, not nice. Hell yeah. Oh, Christ, that combo. No, I'm dead. Yep. That combo, man. Christ. Fucking hell. Okay, alright. Wow. Oh, I didn't use it quick enough. I should heal, just to be safe. No! Damn it. I should have kept rolling to the left. Not gonna happen. You barely nicked me. No, it barely got me. Goddamn, man. There goes my not matters. Humanity. Okay. Shit, I'm dead. Fucking hell, man. Like, as soon as he does it, you have to be ready. Wow. If it didn't have such a large wind-up, like, and it's not even that much of a wind-up, but in that fight, you need it to be, like, instant. Which sucks, because that smidge of a wind-up is all it takes to get you killed. Okay. No! Oh my god, why couldn't I move? I was spamming the roll button. And I got jack shit, even with a full stamina bar. Wow. Code. Oh. shit. Don't do it. You're too good of a person, Sif. Ugh. Okay. Alright, heal. God. Alright. Alright, no fuck ups. Nope. Oh my god. Okay, good, he changed. Ooh. Oof. Oh, that's so sad. Please, man. Oh, oh. Alright, cool. Huh? Oh, okay. Yeah, he didn't like that. Oh my god. Alright, see if you're doing good. Come on, buddy. Hang in there. Hang in there for Gary Busey. Ooh, eat my dick, Manus. That's right. And Sif survived. What's up? What you got? You ain't got shit. 10 humanity. Nice. 60k. I expected more, but hey, you know, it is what it is.
I have awaited thee. Thou hast rescued Princess Dusk
Mhm.
and rid us of that terrible primeval human, even halting the spread of the abyss.
Indeed, I did.
Salute the grandeur of thine enterprise.
You know.
Please allow me to express my gratitude. I thank thee, as do we all.
Ah, that's no big deal. I appreciate it. I won't say anything mean. It's like, you know.
I will remember thee I will keep thy story to myself. This is the best way, for thou art come from a time far ahead. No one will sing thy praises, but yet thy greatness shall live on, for it shall be my purpose to remember all thou hast done for us. May the flames guide thee.
You know, when you say it like that, on one hand, it kind of makes sense because you don't want to, you know, fuck with time and things like that. You know, you don't want to alter things. But I literally just came here and did that exact thing. I came from the future into the past and altered things. I saved all of you. So we're already kind of well past that point, you know? Like, you might as well just tell people about what I've done here, and either they'll believe you and be like, oh, that dude's fucking badass, or they won't believe you and they'll just think you're crazy. There's some kind of tinfoil hat wearing conspiracy theory, you know. So there's really no point in keeping the story to yourself. You know, not to say that I'm in this for clout or fame or fortune or anything like that, because I'm not, clearly. God, if I was in it for fame and fortune, yeah, I'm clearly in the wrong line of work. But you know, I've already done the whole time traveling thing and fucked with y'all's timeline, so what's really the point in just telling a story about someone who came from the future into the past to help you guys out? Like I said, either people will believe you and just think nicely of me, I guess, at the very most, or they'll just not believe you. I mean, that's really the only two outcomes here. It's like, what's the point of keeping the story to yourself? I get your rationale behind it, because, like I said, you don't want to fuck with time. But, again, like I've already stated, we're way past that. So, who gives a shit? Yeah. That's just me spitballing, though. That's just my 2 cents. But hey, do whatever you feel is necessary and right. I mean, that's what I came here and did. I did what I felt was necessary and right. So hey, it is what it is, I suppose. All at once. Hell yeah. That's what we like to see. Just instant. I will say that I very distinctly remember Dark Souls 2 having some of the best armor for fashion souls, or whatever you want to call it. Some of the coolest armor outfits or armor sets. Dark Souls 2, for all of its faults, did have some of the coolest armor sets. I very distinctly remember that. And honestly, I mean, I didn't think it was that bad. I know a lot of people shit on it really hard, but it's by no means perfect. But then again, neither are 1 or 3. You know? I mean, neither is Bloodborne, or Sekiro for that matter, or Elden Ring. None of them are perfect. But I know that most people, and myself included, honestly, put Dark Souls 2 at like the bottom of their list out of all of the Souls games. Just the Souls series, you know, Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3, Bloodborne, Sekiro, and Elden Ring. Most people will put Dark Souls 2 at the bottom of their list. But by that same extension, a lot of those same people will still agree that it's not a bad game. It's just their least favorite out of the 6. And that's kind of where I stand on it. Like, it is my least favorite out of all 6, like, Souls games. And I include Sekiro in that. But it's still a good game. It really is. So, I don't know. In saying it's your least favorite Souls game out of the Souls series it's basically just like saying it's my least favorite. You know, it's still a favorite, but you know, and you still love it, but you just don't love it as much. So it's hard to really insult or like shit on or massively criticize any of the main trilogy, like 1, 2, or 3. And again, they're not perfect by any means, but I would say 2 is the weakest. But it's still good. It's still very good. Yeah, that's just how I see it. Come on, you beautiful man. I am curious how good I could be at parrying him. Though I will admit it's more fun to fight him just, you know, the normal way. But I'll see. Well, I was gonna say, that being said, I don't have any humanity, but I do. So it's no big deal, really. But we're not gonna need it because we're gonna do this first try. Alright, you ready, bud? You there? Yep, okay. Let's do it. Oh, okay, that's actually not difficult at all. My goodness. Oh no. No, Solaire. Oh, okay. Holy shit. Okay. I mistimed that so badly. I'm so ashamed of myself. Don't look at me. Don't look at me in my shame. Oh man. I got that first parry off and I was so elated. And then I just bungled the whole thing. Ooh, timed that badly. Oh. There you go, buddy. Yeah, you got the last hit. Good on you, Solaire. Hell yeah. Good for you, man. I'm proud of you. Easy peasy. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. 70k. Alright. So, I don't... Yeah, because there's that. But I don't think I can get the dark ending by leaving. I can. Oh. Okay. Sweet.
My lord, bless thy safe return. Let Carth and Framt serve your highness.
Damn
We
right.
are here to serve your highness.
Oh yeah. Good stuff. And Gary Busey is the new Dark Ruler. Damn right. Really, I never got that ending? Huh. It's like one of the few trophies I don't have. There's a few others, like upgrades and things like that. Like maxed upgrades for a specific type. I thought I'd gotten that one. Oh well. I know I'd gotten it on the original, but I guess I never did get it on Remastered. Cool. Hell yeah. Absolutely phenomenal game. It felt good to come back to it after all these years. Good stuff, good stuff. Has aged very well. I don't care what anybody says. Still a phenomenal game. Still fun. It's still just an absolute masterpiece. And that includes the remaster. I know a lot of people had issues with the remaster, and a lot of people also have issues with the Demon's Souls remake, you know. But to me, they're still good. They're still just really goddamn good. Dark Souls Remastered is still a phenomenal game all around. You know, the Demon's Souls remake was done incredibly well. So, I mean, I don't know. You can't please everybody all the time. And you never will be able to. But I certainly love them. Yeah. Good stuff, good stuff. So yeah, Dark Souls 2 next. And then I suppose we can do 3. And then Bloodborne. So yeah, it'll be good. It'll be fun. Good stuff, good stuff. Hell yeah.